Today I want to talk about the sports layer of class. Sports is a layer of class where you can totally perspire and have sweat dripping down from you and totally look very classy. And the reason is because when you're into sports, you really want to play as best as you can. And well, of course, when you're playing as best as you can, you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat. And that is one with pride because it shows that you are putting your best foot forward and doing the best you can do. Sports, it can build character. And of course, the harder the sport, the better the character development. Sports of class. Some sports that classy people partake in are tennis, golf, snow skiing, crew or rowing, squash, polo, lacrosse, sailing regattas, soccer, rugby, field hockey, mountain climbing, horseback riding. All of those things are sports that the classy people partake in. So it'll be a good idea to get involved in those sports, but of course only do it if you actually have an interest in it. For me, I've always loved the idea of tennis, so I started taking tennis lessons and I love it. I love the little outfits. I think it's very cute. There's so many amazing, wonderful outfits that just look so good on me, on women in general, for tennis or golf. So yeah, that's why I chose that and I love it. It can be really tiring, but it really gives you a good workout and that is why I like it. So you can choose whatever you want. Choose something that you always sort of had in the back of your mind where you're like, oh yeah, I'd really like to do that someday. The someday could be sooner than you think. Look into it, seek out some private lesson. You don't want to go there in their environment and you are bad. Like, you want to be good because classy people actually respect people who are good at what they do. So if you're good at playing tennis or you're good at playing golf or polo, whatever, they're going to see that and they're going to respect it and you'll be part of the club. Yeah, they'll recognize you. Right, so you can play one sport really well and also try to be a spectator for two other sports. So let's say you're into tennis and then you like to go to the polo matches, you like to watch soccer or golf, you like to go to golf tournaments. That's amazing. So yeah, one that you actually partake in, that you play, two that you like to watch or like to go to the tournaments. I like to look at the golf. And I've always found the horseback riding to be very interesting. So whatever it is that you have an interest in, definitely pursue that. Classy sports can be expensive. Yes, they actually can be very expensive, which is kind of like a block or something that can kind of dissuade you from wanting to join or being able to join. Like to start certain things like golf, oh my gosh, the equipment is expensive. The lessons are expensive, the memberships are expensive. So sometimes it can be kind of hard to start these classy sports, but there are ways around these obstacles. One way you can get equipment for a sport that you're interested in but it's really expensive, the equipment, all that, you can look on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace in the sports section or generally just in the newspaper. Like, just look at ads. For me, I love Facebook Marketplace because I get things there that are really amazing at a small price. So that's one way you can go. There are also discount athletic stores where you can go to get equipment for the sport you want to play at a very discounted price and they will be new. On Facebook Marketplace, it will be used things that are probably in very good condition and the people who were using it, they just don't want it anymore or maybe they are moving to different countries so they're selling it. In the discount athletic stores, it would be new things that they maybe just want to sell out quickly. So those two options are fantastic. Even wholesale shops is a good option, or you can shop after season. And by after season, I mean like if you're into skiing and the skiing season has passed, you can go to a store and maybe they will have a sale because they just want to sell the things. So that's one other way to go. It's really smart actually because those are the times when things are on sale and you can buy it for not so much of a high price. And if you want to start playing tennis, you can try practicing whatever sports it is, even if it's tennis or golf or whatever. Practice it in a way that is not as expensive. Like you can practice in a public court or instead of going to like a private court where it's more money, you can try going to a cheaper place first, learning it, and then when you're much better, you can go to the more expensive area or join a more expensive club. Definitely invest in some private lessons. Save your money, invest in a private coach who can show you what to do the right way, because if you learn the wrong thing, it can be really hard to forget the bad things, and you will just keep doing the bad things even though you learn the right thing, because whatever you learn at first, sometimes it's really hard to break. So get a good coach and learn the right way to play the sport. If you're getting some private lessons, normally it would be somewhere like at a country club where there is a tennis court or a golf club, and yeah, the coaches have access to these areas, so that's a really smart way to get in. Even the more expensive areas, if you get a coach who has access to the more expensive areas, who can actually carry you there to train, although maybe you don't want to like look bad when you go there and you don't know, but you're training, and that's something that people admire, someone who actually takes the time to learn the thing the right way. So private lessons in a country club is a go. If you want to play sports and actually be classy while doing it, you can't just learn how to play and then do it in like a way where you don't really care if you win or lose. You need to play as if you really want to win. Play as if there's a prize. Even if there's not a prize, play as if there's a prize and you want to win to get that prize. Don't cheat at all when you're playing, and don't complain. Don't complain at all. Be modest when you win, but don't give any excuses if you lose. Don't be a crybaby. If you lose, what to do? Well, you can just shake hands with the person who won and tell them congratulations. Tell them good game. Also, one last note on playing sports with class. If you know that you are not very good yet, maybe you shouldn't play someone who's very good. Like, by that I mean, don't play someone who is like overly qualified, more overly qualified than you. Like, you just started coaching 5 days ago. Don't play someone who's been playing for years as an actual match. I mean, if you're playing against your coach, he's training you, so that's nothing, right? Don't try to play a game that you're not qualified for. That's pretty much it, because if you're not qualified for it, you're not going to win. Even if you try like your hardest or whatever, never play a game you're not qualified to play. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video where I talk about the other layer of class, the travel layer of class, why it's important to travel, how to build up your travel experience, and yeah, see you in that video.